Всем привет, с вами Элизабет, и мы продолжаем прохождение игры «Бесконечное путешествие». Позовем нашего друга Ворона.
April! You're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet! Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable. And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi this and here I am that, all damn day long. I haven't had a decent conversation in days.
Well, you're making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me again.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh? I didn't know humans had gills.
We don't. Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
Cool. Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but still. Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Hardly. I don't have a tail. What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared. I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate. And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
I'll just stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
Начинаем осматривать остров, на который мы попали.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently. It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole. It's a creature with large ears. It's a creature with a big mouth.
Оставим статуи пока в покое, потому что мы не знаем, что с ними нужно делать.
It's a deep hole, more like a crevice actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity. God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens out into a huge cave just below, and there's water at the bottom.
Используем веревку, которую мы уже нашли, и спускаемся вниз.
Big nests, once housing the elation, but now empty and in disrepair.
Осматриваемся внизу.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key. It's intact.
Поднимаемся наверх. Веревку с собой забираем. Она нам еще пригодится. И идем в другую часть острова.
It's the village of the giant crabs. Hey, that sounds like a great name for a B movie. Village of the Giant Crabs. It's some kind of giant crab. Sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain. Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it but can't shed it. Or whatever it's called. I'll just take a shot here and ask you. Is there any chance you speak, like, a real language? Like, Arcadian or English? Okay. Now, is there some kind of magic I have to learn, or potion I have to drink, or eat, or ingest in some way to learn your language? Because that's usually how it goes. No? Too bad, although I'm glad I don't have to draw blood or swallow a stone or something. Can't help but feel that you're asking me for help, though. It's the strangest thing. After all, you're just clicking your claws, aren't you? It's not as if you're really talking, is it? I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
Находим здесь еще одну
The
статую.
top half of the statue depicts a creature with a big mouth calling out. The bottom part of the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something.
Возвращаемся к ворону.
What can you tell me about the island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's a volcano, dead I think, and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
I'd like to explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow.
Let's go.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great! After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Осмотрим каменное лицо.
What a strange symbol. It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope? It's a keyhole.
Мы можем вставить наш ключ, который нашли.
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
И обращаем внимание на символы и
I
на
can
то,
see a
что говорит
statue on a
Эйприл.
cliff overlooking the sea. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. It's a statue just below a really tall tree. I don't see anything interesting. Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror. I don't see anything interesting. That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction.
Отправляемся к большому дереву.
Dried twigs and sticks.
Ow!
Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Is she gone?
Nope. She's still around.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
If you won't come out, I'll just sit down here and wait. Sooner or later, you'll have to show yourself.
Solar eclipse!
Oh my god!
Ah!
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Big person alert!
What are you?
What does it look like?
A talking twig?
We're stickmen. And you're an accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly body and wobbly legs.
What's a stickman?
An unlucky bugger doomed to a miserable life of stiff backs and monotonous drudgery in the shadow of a mother tree.
Happy little fella, ain't ya?
You have no idea.
So, you guys are stickmen?
That's right. I'm Wick. This is Willow. And that dumb-looking one over there is Woody. And this is our mother tree.
What's a mother tree?
What do you mean, what's a mother tree? It's a mother tree. How difficult can it be? It's our mother, and it's a tree. It's a mother tree.
What do stickmen do?
What do we do? What do we do? What do you mean, what do we do?
Well, the people in this world always do something. Like the Banda dug tunnels in the earth. The Merum killed Snapjaw and covered their houses with Tanyen. You gotta do something.
Hey, it ain't easy being a stick, let me tell you. You got your stiff back and limbs, your fear of fire and water, your 300 years of miserable boredom, and then you have to get planted and raise a family. It ain't easy.
So, you're not doing anything worthwhile then?
Lady, I'm miserable. I'm grumpy, and I got a headache. What do you want from me?
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to endure. All day, all night, that noise is just murder. It all started when Quaman, the quiet giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him, was banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute to fill in the details. Who's Quaman, the quiet giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain, and uses whole trees for toothpicks. But he was the quiet type and reasonably gentle for a human. He'd spend his days out by the Orlowall village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
What happened to get the quiet giant banished from that place?
The Orlowall got scared when he accidentally stepped on one of their young ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Who are the Orlowall?
They're the crab-like creatures who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Where's Quamon now?
Somewhere in the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orlowall as possible.
So what does all this have to do with the rumbling noise?
Oh, I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
I just had some questions is all.
Anyway, Quamon is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And what is he doing now?
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlowall banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
He's been sleeping for a month?
He was depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so miserable I slept for 8 years. And let me tell you, those 8 years were the happiest of my life.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding? So they're like telephones?
Tell her what? I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand.
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well, and Quamon is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it! Resonance. He's snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island. But can't you just wake him up?
We don't know where he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice. Number 3, in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said it. We're not too smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Sorry I asked. It's a big wooden crossbow, I guess. I wonder who built it and what it's for. Where do the Elation live?
The Elation? The guys with wings? Up in the volcano. There's an old city in there. I think they're squatting.
How do I get into the volcano?
You don't. The road collapsed a few centuries ago, and when traders come, the Elation fly down to meet them. Nobody goes up there anymore.
Who built that big crossbow in the tree?
I did. Well, I thought of it, and these two nincompoops gave a helping twig on the, manual side.
So they built it, and you supervised.
Yep, but it's not done. There are still a few pieces missing before we can blast off for Luna.
Did you say blast off for Luna?
That's what I said, Luna.
As in the moon?
The same.
You intend to go to the moon using that thing?
Lunar cannon. And yes, that's the plan.
You guys are loonies!
If by loonies you mean visionaries, then yes, we are.
How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
So, if the noise stops, you'll go back to work on your cannon?
That's the plan.
How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
So, if the noise stops, you'll go back to work on your cannon?
That's the plan.
I'll see you guys later then.
If you don't step on us first.
Hi, I'm Willow. Wick's the oldest, Woody's the youngest, and I'm just stuck in the middle as always. Don't let me keep you. Wick's the boss as always. Go talk to him.
Hello, I'm Woody. They call me the stupid one, 'cause I'm kinda slow, so don't let me keep you busy. I was born with a big brain, so I can't move as fast as my two brothers. I can only do useless stuff like calculations and design, and I play a few instruments, and I'm writing a book on the flora and fauna of Alоис.
Отправляемся настраивать слухофоны.
It's the Orlo. Hello? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Who'll be there?
Hello, Quamon? I'm April Ryan.
And me be Quamon. But what you be doing up in the air, big woman?
Big woman? Watch it, I don't... Oh, I see. It's just my voice that's big, Quamon. I'm really quite average, size-wise. Where are you, Quamon?
That be a secret. Quamon want to be left alone.
Where are you, Quamon?
That be a
Could you please stop snoring?
Quamon be snoring? No one ever tell Quamon he be snoring. But then Quamon always be sleeping by his lonesome. No woman like Quamon.
Don't say that about yourself, Quamon. I'm sure that... You know, it's kind of uncomfortable to be discussing this in a public like this.
Yes, everyone be hearing about Quamon now.
Do you want to talk about your problems? Face to face?
What be the point?
I'm a good listener, and I'd like to be your friend. That'd be the point.
Quamon not sure if he want friend now.
Please let me be your friend.
Why?
Because I'm lonely too. I don't really know anybody on this island, and I need some help.
Well, Quamon be wanting to help, but... Okay. Quamon be your friend, and talk to you. My secret place be in the ruins of the old temple, by the wells. Follow the stream up from the rock beach, and go right where it branches.
Thanks, Tommy. I'll be there as soon as I can. How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
But Quammen stopped snoring already.
Yeah, but how long will that last? Sooner or later he'll go back to sleep, and then he'll start snoring again. I'm not gonna start working only to be interrupted all over again.
Later, guys.
Отправляемся к Ваману.
Whoa, you are big. You're just about the biggest person I've ever met.
Quammen be a freak. No one be liking him.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant... April, you know just what to say, don't you? I'm sorry. I like tall guys. Really, I do.
You be the only one then, because no one else want anything to do with Quammen.
How did you come to be on this island?
That be a long story. Do you want Quammen to be telling you?
Sure, I have time. Tell me the story.
Many long moons ago, Quammen be happy. He be working at the circa in Coruscant, where he be big attraction.
What did you do?
Quammen be the world's strongest man. He be popular. People come to see him from all the Northlands. Some even from east of the Bay of Fire. But then there be an accident, and the circuit tell Quammen to leave, that he be dangerous, and that no one be paying to see him anymore.
What kind of accident?
Quammen's most popular feat be the breaking of large rocks with his fist. Everyone would applaud when the rock be breaking. Then one day, the Caliph be at the circa to see the performers. He be saying, Quammen, I hear of him breaking a large rock with his fist. This I want to see. But my performance be over that day, and there be no rock to break. So the circa ringmaster Oberon, he be saying, let's get a rock in here, any big rock at all. So they bring in this rock that Quammen never be crushing before. Quammen not be sure if it is a good idea, because rock can be dangerous when it breaks. But Oberon be saying, this you must do. The Caliph wants to see we do not disappoint the Caliph of Coruscant, or we lose our heads. So Quammen break the rock, and when it breaks,
What happened?
there be large pieces of rock flying everywhere, and one piece be hitting the Caliph and one his son. The Caliph be not seriously hurt, but his son be unconscious and bleeding from the head. They say to Quammen, run, get away from the circa in Coruscant, or the Caliph will have his head. So Quammen run, and he get passage on ship leaving that night. When the ship passed this island, Quammen be jumping into sea and swimming ashore. And now he be here.
What happened between you and the Orlowal?
Oh, Quammen be so clumsy, so dangerous. He should not be among people. He be only hurting them. The Orlowal be kind, letting Kwaman live and fish in their village. But then Kwaman be stepping over young Olawal, almost breaking his shell. The Olawal tell Kwaman to leave village, to not come back because he may kill an Olawal. They tell him to go as far away as possible. Kwaman be sad because he like the Olawal, and because Kwaman be having the best fishing place in all of Alais. He lose his friends and his food.
What do you eat now?
Kwaman fish in these wells here, but the fish that live down there be small and not very tasty.
Would you like to move back to the Orlawal village?
Oh yes, Kwaman be wishing that more than anything in the world.
I saw an Orlawal down by the beach, just outside the village. It seemed to be in pain, but I didn't know what to do. Perhaps if you come along, you can help him out, and get back in favor with the Orlawal people.
Yes, perhaps Kwaman can help, even if the Olawal do not want him back.
Here it is, the, Orlawal. Can you help it?
Perhaps Kwaman can help. Poor Olawal. He'd be crying for help. Kwaman see what be wrong. The Olawal not shed its shell when time come, and now it be stuck in the shell.
Why didn't the other Orlawal come to its assistance?
Their claws be no good for this work. They be helpless. But Kwaman help. Kwaman be good with his hands. Kwaman be happy. Kwaman accept your graceful thanks, sir. Thank you. You be making Kwaman very happy. Kwaman accept your offer and be grateful to the Olawal people. Thank you very much.
What? What did he say? Why did you thank him?
Olawal be inviting Kwaman to stay on the cliff above the village, where he can fish again. Kwaman be very, very happy now.
You understand what it's saying?
Olawal language be easy to understand. It be just click and clack and clock.
I'm so happy for you, Kwaman. Go on, don't let me hold you back.
А на этом на сегодня все. Всем удачи, всем пока. Увидимся в следующей серии.